work at Minnesota Public Radio, and so I'm a radio reporter mostly, but we also write for the web and from time to time appear on videos, and so it's all, you know, being at a radio station doesn't mean you just get stuck doing radio. There's all kinds of different ways to branch out in media these days. I work up at the state capitol. I cover state government politics mostly, but also political campaigns, so there's always something to do, whether it's during the legislative session or during the campaign season. We keep busy. Well, it goes way back to when I was a 13-year-old delivering newspapers. I thought it was very cool to be able to be the first one to get the news and to be able to read it before I delivered it. And then I realized there's an even quicker way to get the news, and that's actually covering it. I always like to write, so I kind of married the two, the curiosity of being a journalist and being on top of the news and being able to write the news. I've covered a lot over the years, from a wrestler turned governor to a couple presidential candidates and another one now, but the one that kind of was the most sudden was probably the plane crash of Paul Wellstone, and when he was running for re-election in 2002. We had first gotten indication that a plane went down. We didn't know it was him, but we thought it was him, and I remember getting in the car and just driving as fast as I could to get up to northern Minnesota. So fast that I forgot to bring a computer. Didn't bring anything but a pen and a paper and a telephone. And so, I mean, that one was a story that I had known him for quite some time. I had interned out in Washington for the Star Tribune, so I knew him. And so it was a very kind of touching story to do. I think it's important that people still have a media that looks deeply into issues and goes beyond the sound bites and the screaming back and forth, and can speak with some authority. So people who have watched things for years and can give you the why and not just the what. And with social media and everyone being a publisher, sometimes you don't get the full picture, and journalism can provide that. Stay curious. That's the most important thing. If you're asking why something happened or how something happened or how to avoid having that happen again, those are the types of questions we need to keep asking. Always ask questions. I get up in the morning and I always have questions about what I read, and sometimes that drives me when I get to work to seek out people to answer those questions and hopefully answer them for a bigger audience. So if you lose that curiosity and you just get stuck, dealing with stuff that people hand you or kind of come up to you and talk about, that can be dangerous. If you don't have that curiosity and that drive, it's a very important ingredient in journalism.